A pilot program to help farmers in crop management and hybrid rice type planting techniques in order to achieve higher yield in the province of Thanh Hóa is now seeing some positive results. The program's success has proven a great example of an effective public-private partnership between DuPont Vietnam and the Thanh Hóa Department of Agriculture and Rural Development. Minh Hằng has the story.
It is harvest time for the farmers in Tho Xuan Commune, Tho Xuan District, Thanh Hóa Province. Farmers, the local authorities, and the company that provided the hybrid rice seeds are all excited about the harvesting results. Being piloted in only 10 hectares of land, the two hybrid rice seeds, PHB 71 and 27P 31, are providing yields from 7.8 to 8.5 tons a hectare.
I think the rice yields are a lot higher than other type of rice we often grow. These hybrid varieties aren't difficult to grow as they are disease resistant. This harvest sees a great number of ears of rice and they look good. This type of rice adapts well with deep water rice fields and there seems to be no signs of pests. Plus they have very high yields.
Since February this year, DuPont Vietnam have collaborated with Thanh Hóa Department of Agriculture and Rural Development, or DARD, to provide farmers with hybrid rice seed to help improve rice quality and profitability. Moreover, the pilot project has also helped to teach farmers crop management techniques and hybrid rice farming technologies, including seed selection, management of soil, pest control, water, nutrition, and sustainable farming practices.
Our local commune and district have given us free hybrid rice seeds for piloting, and they also help to farm the new rice type. When it was time to fertilize, we were also given 5 kilos of fertilizers for every 360 square meters of farming land. We are very happy to receive this support from the authorities.
Agricultural production plays a vital role in Vietnam's plan to ensure food security of the nations in the future. To achieve that goal, it requires a great deal of collaborations between state agencies, local authorities, and private sectors to offer solutions for better rice type yields, hence ensuring the stable agricultural output.
This has been a great model. Firstly, it has invested significantly in new technology in the production process, improved seed quality and pesticides. Farmers receive training more about farming techniques. Our department launched the program in order to connect enterprises, scientists, farmers, as well as state agencies.
Vietnam is now among the global leading rice exporters. Therefore, the PPP model, if to be promoted better, would contribute to maintaining these positions and the country's food security in the future. Meanwhile, it also means companies like DuPont Vietnam will have more room for cooperations with the government.
The PPP private-public partnership here in Vietnam is already ongoing from 3 or 4 years ago. And so we have an opportunity here to continue to strengthen that process by engaging more with the government, more with the private sector. We're working with the ministry quite closely to continue to improve that model. And we also are very pleased that MARD is actually beginning to adopt more technology, both in the input factor, which is seeds, fertilizers, and agricultural protection chemicals, as well as in the practices. How do you practice farming? And we are also continuing as DuPont, private sector, continuing to work with agencies like USAID, the US agencies, to bring in more technology into the farming practices. And as we engage these agencies and the government, we hope to be able to even bring more technology and more good practice to the Vietnam farmers.
According to both the Thanh Hóa DARD and DuPont Vietnam, the hybrid rice fields model will be expanded to other communes in Thanh Hóa province in the time to come.
After 3 months of piloting the paddy fields model, it's finally reaping the benefit. This is one of many efforts in contributing to ensuring the food security and sustainable agriculture productions in the area. Minh Hằng for VTV International.
Thừa Thiên Huế has been making organic fertilizers from waste, aquatic ferns and straw for 5 years now. Previously, all bioproducts used in this process were bought, but now the Thừa Thiên Huế Center of Applied Science and Technology has successfully created these chemicals.
Broad statistics have revealed that not including water hyacinths, Thừa Thiên Huế produces about 280,000 tons of straw every year. That is equal to 180,000 tons of fertilizers because every 1.5 tons of straw can be transformed into a ton of microbial organic fertilizer. Seeing an agricultural potential and environmental value, since 2012, Thừa Thiên Huế Centers of Applied Science and Technology has started the MicroMIC-3 bioproduct manufacturing model to process straw, water hyacinths, household waste, and other agricultural byproducts into microbial organic fertilizers.
There are two MicroMIC-3 bioproducts, Isura, which break materials down into organic pulp. Then the second product, the multifunctional bioorganisms, are added to create fertilizer.
The facilities was installed in Phu Da Commune, Phu Vang District. After 2 years, it has produced about 300 tons of fertilizer and 9,000 kilograms of MicroMIC-3 bioproducts, which includes the bioproduct Visura and a multifunctional bioorganisms product. These are two important bioproducts in the breakdown of materials into organic fertilizers.
We used to buy these products from Hanoi, but now we have command of the production of these chemicals. In the coming time, we will distribute them to farmers at lower price, helping environment protection and agricultural use.
The productions of MicroMIC-3 in Thừa Thiên Huế has not only enhanced the capacity of applied science and technology centers in Central Region, but also saved costs for farmers and paved the way for households to produce fertilizers at home while increasing yields thanks to better nurture soil.
Located close to the mainland in the central region of Vietnam, the small island of Cồn Cỏ of Quảng Trị province is home to many marine species. With proper policies, the authorities, in collaboration with specialist agencies, have managed to conserve and develop a number of valuable species. Cồn Cỏ coral reef ecosystem is rich in biodiversity and is home to some rare red and black coral. The establishment of the Cồn Cỏ Marine Protection Area is one among many measures to promote aquatic resource protection in this area. The 4,500 hectares marine protected area is the habitat for many marine species, some of which has high economic value like lobster, sea cucumber, and stone crab.
We do regular patrols in the protected area to raise public awareness on the issue and stop activities that affect the marine ecosystem. We have proper strategy for each species, especially in breeding season. We strictly sanction ships which anchor in restricted areas.
Authorities have paid attention to breeding seasons for several species including lobsters. During its breeding season from April to the end of June, lobster catching and trading are prohibited. The establishment of the Marine Protection Area has seen a growth in marine species around Cồn Cỏ Island. Stone crabs were on the verge of extinction a while ago, but recently they have grown in number.
Stone crab conservation is difficult. We must patrol every night to prevent stone crab poaching.
Anyone who found catching stone crab will be fined $50. Stone crabs often hide in caves for several months during the hot weather, but thanks to the protection they have been afforded, proof of their growing numbers is obvious. They can be found scuttling along the shore, providing encouraging evidence that the preservation policies are working. A large-scale music festival focusing on seas and islands named To Be Vietnamese was held on Sunday night at Hanoi Friendship Cultural Palace. The event gathered hundreds of leading musicians, singers, and bands from across the country, presented songs on their motherland seas and islands. Continuing the success of the first event in 2010, this musical event features songs on seas and islands, with the proceeds going to Vietnam Coast Guard and Vietnam Fishery Control Forces who work offshore and their families. Now, part of the Vietnamese fairy tale Con Rồng Cháu Tiên, or Children of the Fairy and the Dragon Opera, was performed on Sunday night at the German President Joachim Gauck's residence for many high-level guests. Many Vietnamese traditional music instruments joined in the moving performance, together with the Bremen Chamber Orchestra for German President. Images about Vietnam were seen throughout the opera for the audience to learn and understand more about the country of Vietnam. After the performance, German President Joachim Gauck shared with the Vietnamese artists his wish to visit Vietnam in the near future. And finally, as always, is the updated weather forecast. The weather forecast has transcribed our news bulletin for this hour. Simply log on to vtv4.vn for more updated news. We'll be back at 3 p.m. local time live on VTV International.